Unless I'm wrong,
So
I
looking
could be
through some
wrong.
assets here.
But like, I believe they signed a deal. Is that
Oh, that was great fun. Yeah,
Printed.
absolutely. Yeah, that was awesome.
It's most definitely printed by AdMagic.
Okay. Yeah.
But-
There were a
and I
lot of
believe that
mustaches
they are
in that
published
stream.
by
I didn't see many
It
beards. I
probably
don't want to
is
claim
that
false
far.
advertising.
I've never played it, but I just everything I
No,
know about it, like,
it was actually
I think you would
looks
like
like something
it
I need
'cause
to
it,
check
like,
out, but I
it's
had
not-
like all of the spoilers.
It's not as it doesn't have mechanics as Cool Story.
I caught the
but
tail
it
end
has
of a
like the
mystery game,
storytelling
so it was.
of Cool Story.
cool.
So I think you would dig it.
Oh yeah. One thing I was going to mention earlier is while we're between games, one of the things about I'm going to talk about Cool Story just for a minute. I swear, just for a minute, because one of the things I wanted to mention earlier, but it didn't, was that when I made Cool Story, I wanted to make a storytelling game that you didn't have to actually enjoy yourself storytelling in order to play. You can play Cool Story and do virtually zero storytelling the entire game. If you host workshops, and even if you win the game, you can call on other people to like tell the story for you. So
This one you definitely want to have funnier, creative people, but hopefully most people find their friends funny.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things
Or like
that
if
do
you weren't,
help.
or if you weren't, or if you weren't.
These are what the abilities.
That's the
kinda
other thing
look
is,
like.
yeah, this has a lot of traits that kind of help lead you to where you want to talk about.
Oops.
So it's not as open ended. So for people that kind of have a harder time like coming up with something out of the blue, like this kind of directs you to where to go.
How much
So-
time is there to think about what you're going to do?
I mean, like while everyone's explaining their individual thing, if you don't go first, then you can just. And I believe that people can say their thing whenever they want
Cool.
to.
yeah, how do the rules work? Do you want to go?
Well,
over it?
shall we grab the dev here?
Oh,
Yes.
I think we're ready.
Because I've
Hopefully.
played it, and I've seen it played, but I'm sure I'll miss rules. Because I only half pay attention to anything ever in my life. So,
I do believe it changes
if not less.
depending
The first app's the
on
important.
Number of people.
the number of people playing. I just need to find out what that is, and we can start setting it up. Oh, hello, are you there?
I think so.
Oh,
Oh,
let's get
you're
the
super
volume.
quiet. It's my fault. 1 second. I think. Try talking again.
Hey,
Oh,
Hello.
hey,
how's it going?
it's that guy.
You are still quiet. Hold on. Why
Maybe
is
it is better to do the headphones if you can't get the audio up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's. Let me
That's
check if
fine.
it's my headphones. If that'll fix anything. Try speaking one more time.
Speaking one more time.
Oh, that's much better. Is the speakers on my laptop apparently don't want to listen to people.
So if he asks anything to the other three sitting here,
I'll
you
have
can just
to.
relay it.
I'll have to be the go-between between you and Raslo. So you say all.
Our love affair.
Yeah.
You could mistranslate this too.
So,
Oh yeah.
basically, I mean, I can turn it on.
Yeah. Just if you are gonna watch the stream, just make sure that you've got the sound muted, so that you don't get a double echo and we don't hear ourselves from your.
Yeah, I'm just going to
audio.
mute this side,
Beautiful.
unless I'm talking.
So you probably go over the setup, maybe
Yeah.
how you came up with the
Yeah,
idea.
we're gonna try to set up the initial bits of it, but if you want to introduce yourself to the internet, I'm sure they would love to know a little more about you.
Sure. Hi, Internet. I'm Anthony. Anthony Conta. I make games, and I make mostly tabletop games, but I'm learning to make digital ones as well. I have a game company called Urban Island Games, located in New York, supported by my lovely wife, who helps me make games as well, and some other friends as well who help make stuff. I made 2 games so far.
It's just not playing loud through the
released.
laptop.
Sorry.
2 games.
It's not just the lot.
You guys hear me?
Oh
Maybe
no, it's
check
not
in-
just my
check in the
laptop.
mixer to
Turn
see
up
if the
the,
Skype output is up.
Hold
It could be
on.
Skype as itself inside the
We're-
mixer.
Skype is ruining everything.
Nope, it's cranked.
It's a terrible service. I
But
can't
on his end, maybe his mic needs to be turned up.
notes or anything else. If
Oh,
there's
she's
no-
hearing it okay.
We can definitely go for something else. Did you get the link to the what's it called? Discord channel?
Discord. Yeah, I can look for that.
I don't know if you signed it up. I can send you an invite. Give me 1 second.
I got an invite to something. I just didn't sign up.
It does expire, so I'll just copy this and send
In
it
the
over to you.
meantime,
real
if
quick.
people can hear me, I'll just say that this is a game that was at pretty much every PAX, and you know, most tabletop conventions all last year, and there's a lot of crowds around this game when it gets played at conventions.
So if he was the person to describe the rules, I wouldn't be able to hear him saying them. So maybe
It's fine as long as I
We'll
mean,
fix it.
Okay.
I don't know the exact numbers of things is the thing. I know that you have a certain amount of traits that you put out here. I don't know how many. 10 random job cards.
And then there's a my job card, which actually I might have lost.
Can you hear me? Because I can explain some of the stuff.
I can hear you, but it'd be awesome if the audience could also hear you. Did you get that Discord invite? I just sent it over.
Yeah, I'm on Discord right now. I've never used it though, so tell me where I should go next.
Oh, I see you right in there. Just set it to be unmuted. You might have to allow your microphone. Whoa, that was really loud. Sorry, internet, if you heard that.
Can you hear me now?
I believe we can. Hold on, let me turn off Skype so they don't get double voiced. And we'll hopefully this will work. Here we go. Try speaking. Can you hear us? Uh-oh. Man, what is going on? I
This is
see
what
this
happens
little
when you bring technology into board games.
technology and board games, man. Oh no. Oh wait, hold on. I don't hear anything. Are you muted on your side? Oh my goodness. Calvin, you're the tech guy. Save us.
I'm not good.
What?
I don't know how to do things.
No, everything's been fine.
Discord.
I've
Yeah, I muted it because I'm listening to you guys
There
through
we
the
go.
stream because I can't hear you through
Now
my
I can hear
computer.
you.
So
Can you hear us now?
you can't hear us currently. He's I think doing push to talk.
Oh, okay.
That might actually be our problem as well. Hold on.
Checking? Nope, because we have a green light anytime we talk.
Yeah, that doesn't
yeah, on the stream.
So weird.
Extremely loud compared to you guys. Like you're breaking.
Oh no. Okay, that's easy to
Yeah, I
fix.
can hear you guys on the stream.
So we
Okay,
can just have a
he
slight
can hear us
delay
on the
if that's-
stream, so it'll
it's
be a
gonna
couple
work.
It's like
minutes
a 20
delay.
second
We're
delay.
gonna
It's
have
pretty
one
bad.
not
So
work.
hold on. Let me see if I can get this going.
There's a pretty big lag though.
Yeah, it's a 20-second delay. You'll hear this 20 seconds from now. So then for the next 20 seconds when
In
we
20
talk about-
seconds, I'm calling you a jerk.
Oh no. All right, let's try this. See if this is any better. Can you hear us better now?
Yeah, I can hear you guys much better now.
Beautiful. Okay, so just totally mute the stream and we got this.
Okay, we can do this.
Yay!
Fantastic.
Yay!
This guy's heavy enough to hold down a key.
We figured it out. It would be really cool if Twitch had like a way you could just like go in directly through them.
Start
But
writing at some point.
am I coming through much better now?
Calvin, how's the audio now? It's beautiful. We're all beautiful. It's good.
Yahoo! All right, so let's get this setup going. Let's start playing.
We might be good here. All right, so I'm trying to.
What's the push to talk key?
Space.
Space is this push to talk key.
We
Why
can
is it-
change it to something else. It doesn't
That's
matter.
fine.
It's so far it's okay. I just figured it was a big button, easy to slap. So there's a whole bunch of different jobs here. I'm trying to find my job currently.
But we don't want to put out the different
But-
traits.
Yeah,
What
do
are
you want
these
to set
cards
these
called?
up first?
You can lower the audio on the.
Yeah, so there's qualifications and there's jobs. The qualifications are the greenback
Okay,
cards.
right.
The
So
things
let's
you're
put
going to
the-
be using to say why you're good for the jobs.
So how many
The black.
we put 10 qualifications out, right?
You cut out at the end there,
We
Raz,
put
what'd
out
you say?
10
Well, no, we
qualifications.
don't have he doesn't- he can't hear us.
10 qualification cards on the table, right?
Yep, that's right. So the game has rules, but it's not particularly rigid, so you can kind of play it how you want to play it.
Get this going.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if there's like a ton of people and you need more cards
Okay,
because
so
you can't reach across the table, you
so-
can add more cards.
And if I'm correct, each turn someone plays the HR rep that's doing the hiring, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
So why don't,
Those
Alex,
guys.
why don't you be the HR rep
My
for the first
job,
turn?
and then we shuffle
And all the
these.
rest of us here are looking for a job. So you have to give us a
So
job.
I'm the one that starts?
Yeah, you flip over a job card.
I think it passes over to the left afterwards, right? If I remember correctly from setting up, I shuffle these with my job, and then I add 5 more cards to the top.
Yeah, so the my job thing is also a little bit of a rigid restriction. You could just, because you guys have like half an hour to play, just
right.
keep playing for half an hour.
Yeah, totally. Anthony, can
So
you
you don't
actually
need that.
can you do us a favor and turn your audio down on your end? Apparently, you're like super master voice on the stream.
He's got a
Oh,
very
this is better.
commanding voice,
Yeah.
even in person.
Speak quietly. Speak softly, right? Is that what they say?
We can change it right in Discord, but it'll change how loud we hear it also.
Right, exactly.
There's a user volume.
Calvin will tell us. We have a robot watching us. He'll give us all the feedback we need.
That sounds great.
Okay, so let's get a job.
So
flipped.
yeah, lots of
He said
job
we don't really need to
options.
worry about it because we're just going to play for a
Oh,
while.
that's true. So if
So
you
just-
get to my job, it just means game developer, pretty
Right.
much. Like you make physical. It's
Okay.
games. It's games.
All right, so let's
We've
flip
got
a card.
job employment
Close
cards.
enough.
So
and
you're
then
the HR
we
rep.
each have a hand as well. I believe we get
Oh,
three
3?
3 cards each.
Okay.
4 cards.
4. Oh,
4.
I'm fired. That's it. I don't get the
You're
job.
thinking about how many bops it takes to kill a Mario
All right,
boss.
now I'm placing this ad in the papers or wherever for
Okay.
a professional athlete. Apparently I need one really badly for something. Oh, probably I don't know. Maybe I need you to like be in a commercial. I don't know. You're
So
gonna
how
have to
So
be
did you
creative.
explain how the middle works?
And then we grab how many of the qualifications cards from the middle?
I think it's a free
As
for
many
all.
as you want.
You go
It's a
mad.
free for all.
Yeah, it's like Madhouse time. Quick, put together your resumes. And just remember that these are qualities, if I understand correctly, Anthony, correct me at any time. These are qualities that you have to try to twist to me as selling points of your personality
To be
as
a
to why
professional
you would
athlete?
be a great professional athlete.
I understand what it means to have a handlebar
Yeah, so the
mustache.
cards basically can be used as subtitles if need be, and they have to be used in your pitch, but you don't necessarily have to have the traits. So
You
you
have
could
to
be a
use-
calendar model.
you
You
have to use
could
all the cards
coach
in your
100
hand?
calendar
I
models.
think you
However
have
you
to
want to
replace
use the
Oh.
card. You could not be a
It's like
calendar
you
model.
have to draw and
I see.
And as long as you draw connections between each green card as you apply.
So I should have 4.
Right, so you have to draw a connection to everything. You can't have you can't pick and choose your resume. You are who you are, kind of.
Yeah, if you want to get into a meta sense of that too.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Cool. All right. So I got my resume. I'm ready to fill
You've
out.
got your 4-person. All right, why don't you start?
So I'll go
There's a card
first.
Oh,
Someone has
do you
too many
have
cards.
5 cards? Somebody has 5
I'm
cards.
4.
an awful person. I
Oh
took
no, you have
5.
5. You have to ditch one.
Hold on.
You're only allowed
hold
to
on.
have 4. You can't have
Okay,
too much
all right,
personality.
all right.
It's not
I'm gonna
allowed
get
in the
rid of
working
this.
world.
That's true. Okay. So I think that I'd be great for your professional athlete position
Oh yeah.
because I have no fear.
Ah, Okay.
Which is what all the T-shirts have told me that athletes are supposed to have.
right.
Lack of. Speaking of things I also lack, I have no sense of smell.
Oh.
So as people are really stinking up, regardless of the athletic pursuit, regardless of how much they're stinking it up, it won't bother me. I have field experience. I've been on lots of fields.
Amazing. All
Pick a
right.
field, I've been there. And I have a cold black heart, so it doesn't even bother me how much you're exploiting me and making money off of me. My
Well.
cold black heart is all right with it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'd be good for a professional athlete.
Okay. Well,
Who's the
thank
next
you.
candidate?
Thank you, Mr. Braslow.
I don't know how this game works. I'm just gonna make it up.
It's like I just did there.
Yeah, you just pitch yourself.
You're
as-
like basically making like a sentence, a resume sentence with your cards. Why you'd be good for this position.
I have been tough since I was young. I was literally born on the streets.
My.
My cradle was made of asphalt. That is where I got not only grit but grunt.
Oh my.
I've been a commensurate athlete my entire career, and if you hire me, every game will end with a very happy ending of victory.
I don't think we can put that on TV.
Victory on the field or court or whatever we're playing on.
Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. And Sir Scott.
Hi, I'm Juju, and I've got a handlebar mustache.
which makes me just perfect for your professional athlete position. Everybody knows a good athlete has a handlebar mustache. I was sprinkled with fairy dust, which makes not only for a delightful scent, they've actually made scented candles. After a side note,
So
but
you have your own brand of scented
causes
candles? Is
the
that
entire other team to start to hallucinate.
interesting?
There's a stretch on that card. It says I hallucinate. I'm guessing, but
Interesting.
we're gonna flip it.
I'm just showing off the chat to see some of the other options, and they can kind of create their own idea. If they want to pitch themselves
So
anything.
who would you hire for this position?
You know,
I've moved hallucinate to the beginning. I think all of this is just. I don't
all
think
hallucinating.
there was never fairy dust.
I think honestly, Razzle, you had the most convincing
Oh.
story. Maybe this is perhaps an advantage since you've played the game before a little bit, but I think in the next round, the next job hunting time, you may not be so lucky.
Okay.
I think.
So-
But yes, so you keep the professional athlete
Nice.
card. So,
Congratulations.
as we're preparing for the next round, this is an awesome opportunity, Anthony, for you to kind of talk a little bit more about like the genesis of this game and inspirations and difficulties, trials, tribulations, lost puppies.
Sure.
Which of your
Absolutely.
co-developers is a jerk?
Oh, Razlo. By the way, he heard you. He said, "Let you know." He did hear you before.
So I guess well, before you guys go to the next round, the next employer is going to be the person to the left of the person who just was the employer, but the person who has to go first is the person who got the job. So it sounds like Raz won,
Okay.
so he's going to have to go first.
All right.
Next time, gives him less time to prepare.
We have an opening for a news anchor.
Yeah. So while you guys are figuring out how you're going to be the best news anchor, I guess the genesis of this idea is I was playing a lot of games at the time, and I wanted a little bit more of an interactive apples to apples experience. So I was walking home one night, and I thought about the idea of selling oneself. And the best way to do that is through a job interview. So I got home. My wife and I got had a lot of adult beverages and listed out all the funny jobs we could think of, and then every single trait that applied to them. And then we mixed them and matched them, and kind of found what happened in that mess.
Okay.
And that's how this game was born, basically.
All right. So I'll go first here.
Yes.
So this is for the news anchor position.
Handlebar mustache.
Okay. So I'm very obviously your best candidate that you're going to see today, and that's because I have a license to news.
News license.
There's so many news
Necessary.
anchors you're going to see that they're trying to do news unlicensed, but I've got a license to do it. I have an Australian accent. Everyone
All right.
finds it charming. You're gonna have an edge over all these people with these boring newscaster accents. I'm great at getting confessions out of anyone I interview, and I get the balls to say whatever happens in the news.
My goodness, so convincing. Well, I also have an accent.
Oh, accent!
However, mine gives you the sense of assurance and that I have very deep knowledge and understanding of all the events that are taking place. I also have a fantastic smile, so you just see my teeth gleaming on the camera and won't be off-put by
But
any
they're false.
jaggy teeth. Though they won't rot, so you don't have to worry about any type of dental insurance with me either.
Wow, you're really falling into the stereotypes here.
I'm on a whole different level from other news anchors. I'm just above and top notch. And I have a fancy hat, so I'll always be quite the face for your news station.
See, here's the difference. I have to go to PAX Australia every year, and I'm not fucking that up by trying to do a fake Australian accent. I'm not insulting any potential.
I was trying my hardest to do a bad.
No, I like
British
it. I like it. I'm
accent.
just explaining why I didn't go all the way in on my accent.
So apparently I'm the only one who knows that the best news anchors have a non-regional dialect. However, that's not on my cards.
This is non-regional dialect.
I am natural on the camera. I have the most beautiful comb over you will
Oh
ever
my.
see. It is so buoyant and full. I have one thing that every news anchor needs: bad luck. Like there will be a tragedy and disaster on the news, every night you are guaranteed to have the most compelling reports
I
you'll ever
stuck
see.
away from that because I was like
But
afraid
you know-
it'd be like relate to me, but I like how you spun it.
You know what you need is 50 cats to do
Oh.
fluff pieces, because once you
Cats
have
are
people
popular.
shaken and concerned, you need to give them some sort of hope in this world, and that's what the cats are for. And then I have the one killer feature that every news anchor needs is an intense liberal bias.
Oh, of course. Darn.
I'm going to the 50 cats.
Yeah.
I'm going to the 50 cats. I need the
man.
fluff.
Great.
I need the fluff. That was an
My
awesome.
fancy hat and my
That was an
false
awesome
teeth.
overlay of things that I never would have picked to go for being a news anchor.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Calvin.
What happens if the first person to go is the new employer?
Oh, like
It's
the
a
new
chat question.
employer
That's a good
themselves? What? Like
But no, the employer's never
the
the
employer's
person
never
playing.
Well,
pitching. They're just judging.
I'm
No,
just
no, I just won, and I'm about to be the new
So-
employer.
Oh, I
So
see.
who goes first is the question.
Oh, that's a good question.
So
Anthony,
I guess we
save
get
us.
to find out now.
Yeah, I was about to type it in chat. It's the first person to go first is the person to the left of the employer if
Oh,
they're
yeah.
one last round.
Oh, well, there you are.
I get to
You
go
keep
again.
getting
It's
put on
always
the
gonna be
spot.
my turn, no matter what.
Do you all have 4 cards again?
Well, you have the most experience, so
That's true.
Do we?
he has a license.
It says at some point we should probably replace these center cards. Is that something we should be worried about?
Really?
it's another soft.
If we
Yeah,
don't like,
if
if
you
we don't
guys
like the
like-
cards in here, if
Yeah.
there's a card that's like people are never gonna use,
Mm.
I actually don't mind the cards that are in here. If anyone else has objections to the cards, we can
I
swap
kind
them
of like
out.
the.
All right, let's see. Let's see what
I got that one here.
Oh, you
what
ready?
job is.
My firm needs a new lawyer.
A lawyer.
Lawyer.
Calvin, can you tell me really quickly if these cards show up?
Because I would love to have chat get to pitch their ideas too. If they get their own, they won't get to choose.
Does it not show up?
I'm not even going to change it. I'm just going stock.
Wow, alright.
Well, I mean, I probably should.
We have to wait. They do.
They do?
Yeah.
Awesome. So everybody in chat, we can make this an interactive game. Oh, I'm so excited. So everybody in chat, you guys get to pick yours, and then
Alright.
Robot, you have to tell us the best, whatever the best one is that you like as a pitch. Or the dev, too. The dev, you. Yes. That's what we should do. Anthony, you should come up with an awesome pitch as well with those 4 cards.
And you got an extra. Oh, he's coming up. Okay, I see.
Yeah, because you'll get to see the stream, and you
Oh,
can
boy.
think. You get to go last because
This
you know
actually-
the time delay.
This actually looks like an awesome way to have fun with your viewers, too, on Twitch.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll go first. So I understand you're looking
Oh, I
to
didn't
hire
I'm going hard mode
a
in it.
lawyer,
I'm going hard.
and I've got an associate's degree, so I did some learning. I'm not a complete idiot. I'm all about greed, which is going to be great if I'm going to bring in so much money. Also, I have a crystal ball. We're never going to take on a case that we aren't going to win. And lastly, in case the crystal ball ever fails, I'm a cannibal. I will literally eat the competition.
Oh my.
Nice.
Well, I have to say that I've got a lot of experience cleaning up hot messes. All my cases, I cooled them off. I put a little rain in the situation. People who are feeling really down and worried about their cases, I specialize
You
in.
forgot to trade cards.
I did. I didn't change it. I'm playing super
Sounds
hard.
like these are really weird cards to keep.
Cosmo I'm playing just as hard as what chat has. They have just the cards they started with.
That's true.
So it's okay. So, when people are coming, it's like, raining, like sad characters when you see them on shows and the rain cloud is over their heads. They come to my door and I am
Let 'em in from the cold.
incredibly, I'm just, I let them in. I've got that going for me. Really, really strong in my disability cases. Whenever places like try to take advantage of people or don't want to pay their disability for dropping boxes on their employees and stuff, I just seal those cases up tight. I also encourage very strongly for all my clients to use condoms to not have any type of issues.
Well, that's just smart.
Free condoms.
I have a
Gets
free-
people in the
Free
door.
condoms right on my desk all the time. And that's why I would be the best lawyer.
My old law firm called me the pyromaniac. I was lighting cases on fire left and right. I mean, I was straight piercing the jury's hearts, turning them right into mush. I even made some of them raging alcoholics.
Oh my.
If you want to have a leg up on the competition, you're going to want me. I've got the peg leg for it. I also
Bam.
forgot to change cards.
Yes. I got distracted and.
And now we got Anthony. We got no Anthony's.
Yeah. Pitch your job,
Could have
Anthony.
been anyone he was pointing at there.
All right.
It's anyone's
So,
game.
if I'm using the 4 cards that are there in the exact order
Oh,
they're in,
super hard mode for the dev. I think that's
this is
fair.
going to be a little difficult. So, hi, I'm representing the plaintiff today, Mr. Wiener. He got into a very bad hot dog accident where he lost his hand, and now he has a hook for a hand. So we're asking for $1 million. You guys got to sympathize with him, because can you imagine browsing your rifle collection with just a hook for a hand? That's got to be really, really painful. You got to be really patient with that. So we're here, we're fighting for it, and I'm the best lawyer to represent him.
We almost had a pirate. We almost had a pirate.
Hot dog, hook, erotica collection, and patient. I'm impressed.
I think
That's a hard one.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. You took a really good approach, though. You were like,
I like that I was
representing
the
a
only one
specific
that like
case.
customized. I was
I was
doing.
distracted.
I was gonna give it to Raz though, but I'm sold. Like, you really painted the picture.
Yeah, I can tell that you've played this game an awful lot, Anthony. You've managed
Maybe
to.
a few times.
Maybe a few times.
While you guys are shuffling for the next round, and before you look at your hands, there's actually another way to play. So you illustrated a second way to play, which I think is the hardest, which is called Iron Man. You look at your hand, and you don't swap anything.
Oh, so we
One of my
accidentally.
most
Okay, so we're gonna do that this round.
favorite ways to play
Okay.
is you never look at your hand, and you
Oh.
never swap cards.
Yeah.
And
Just.
you just
Let's
flip
do
them
that.
over one at a time and try
Let's do
to
that.
show your
Oh,
process
awesome.
way through.
Yes.
Doing it.
Yes.
So Anthony
I'll have
is
to
the
flip
one
them
that's.
over.
I've got a PhD in
Should we
bullshit.
make-
You guys
He's
are
the one
done
doing the
for it.
judging this time, right?
Oh yeah, he
So-
won.
Yeah, I'll judge you guys.
So he's looking to hire a live action role player.
Live action role player.
He also won.
So it goes
He
to me.
doesn't have to.
Am I
He
to-
doesn't have to
So you go.
participate.
Who's to the left of the internet?
You go.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you'd be judging.
Oh.
You'd be judging. He gets to go first.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll
Okay,
be
go
drawing.
first.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. So
We
I'm
missed
looking.
it.
I'm looking to hire
You're,
a live action.
you're
role player.
looking to hire a live action role player.
Your first
You can just
card.
dictate.
Your first card is the antidote.
Oh, so I have to use the antidote?
The antidote for live action role player.
Oh, the cure, the antidote for whatever LARPing situation we get into. That's because my best trait, which is,
Terrible things.
yeah, I can save terrible things from happening. That's like, well, with any LARP person, I say they have to be flexible because I fight with
Tentacles.
and not just one of them, I fight with 8 of them. I'm an octopus. That's what I'm LARPing as. And we're going to save the day, and we're going to get the...
Telenovela.
Yep, we're going to get that script for the telenovela that we've been working on.
The LARP themed telenovela.
Wow.
Starring an octopus.
Amazing. Congratulations.
I was like, how's he gonna make this work?
That was amazing.
All the pink stories.
All right.
Well, I got brick, which is my weapon. Mainly
Wow. Casting magic spell
Yeah.
by throwing
my
bricks.
bricks. Yeah, they, I mean, you.
You don't play soft, do you?
Some of them I put lightning bolts on, and other ones I put clammy drawings of fireballs, naturally. And should ever there be a deep pit that someone falls in, I've always got a high way to get out.
All right then.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
So you may have noticed by now that I will knock anyone out just like one hit a lot of the time. I'm a fighter class, as you might have noticed, and that's why I have my jetpacks, because you have to fly really fast at people if you want to knock them out at one hit. But I've always been comfortable in grassy environments where, as you are aware, many LARPs take place. I think fire breathing is my goal, and it's something that I'm going to bring to this LARP
Okay.
on a consistent and reliable basis, if you hire me.
All right, Alex.
All right. Well, I know the competition seems tough, but
Hey, for a woman, that's impressive.
I know one thing that's not tough.
Oh my god! What do I do?
All right, yeah, explain that one.
I have a spell that I cast during long-term larks of erectile dysfunction, which actually obliterates the troops' confidence.
Yeah.
So,
No more harassment.
So every time there's like a case of like mass spell erectile dysfunction, they all get this envy effect that happens for our team, and so I think it's really like I also have this cool holy grail thing that I can also do. So while they're feeling envious, I can kind of like give a player eternal life type stuff. I can use it only like once per battle, and I also am really good at causing disorder amongst the enemy troops. There you go.
Wow.
Well,
I tried.
I'm gonna, because I'm worried about lawsuits here with pretty much everyone but Anthony. I'm gonna go with Anthony. This guy's knocking people out with his jetpack and breathing fire. This guy seemed like he didn't even come prepared to the interview. See, it almost seemed like he was saying random shit. And she's
I
just,
slip people pills.
yeah,
I think,
she's
and
doing
it's not
really
good.
messed up stuff.
Yeah.
Erectile dysfunction
So you
loses
got
again.
another one. You got another one.
Nice.
Anthony.
Lawyer and live action role player. That's
Yep.
a good
Pretty much
combination.
the
My
same.
career.
This is like the same thing.
Do you want to do one more?
I think we
I
have
think
time
Iron
for
Man is
one more.
ready to go.
While let's see, we got 10 minutes. Awesome. Yeah.
Let's do one more of the Iron Man version.
All about it.
Okay, and that's my turn to judge again, isn't it? We made a full circle. Oh man, time
That's
flies.
the job.
So who goes first this time? Because he won, he goes first again.
Yeah.
Wow, you are just being put on the spot, Anthony. Time to test those dev talents. You are a venture capitalist hopeful. So
First.
I have an opening for a venture capitalist, and the very first one. Do you want me to just flip the card over first, or you have a lead
But
up?
he's got to do the intro to the card.
Right. Yeah. You want to do a lead up for the first card.
Hit us.
Well, I've got a lot of money, and I'm looking to invest it. First thing I want to look for is a project centered around
Taint.
because as a venture capitalist, that is a wide open market for us to abuse and exploit. As a taint venture capitalist, the things that I'm looking for in the qualities of people are
Rum.
because you need to be very liberal in this business line. I'm also looking for,
Room to grow.
yeah, because again, you need that as well in this industry. Lastly, what I can bring to the table, what really sets me off as a unique individual compared to everyone else, is
Sweat.
sweat, because I'm putting in the blood, sweat, and tears to make it.
Wow.
Oh. And
Gotta
really,
follow this up.
you did it all to yourself. That's all your own fault. You made this game.
Yep.
Well done. Good luck, Scott.
I am the venture capitalist for you.
Oh,
Let
yeah.
me tell you, I've got years of experience in buying scalpels and generally turning a profit on said scalpels. If there's ever a need for someone to make a sawed-off shotgun, you can use those scalpels. You can use anything you want, and I mean,
Oh,
I can really.
okay.
I'm your guy. I'm telling you. Sometimes I'll use a Russian accent to sell scalpels. Thank goodness it's something I can actually do. And if ever I'm tasteless in my Russian accent, I will stop.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Scott. Next.
I know what you're thinking about venture capital. You gotta filter out the worst because there is just so much out there that is not worth capitalizing on. That is why film, clearly the most up and coming and really emergent like capital rich property is where you gotta focus. Good times in Tijuana is what you'll be having with all of the return on investment that you will be seeing from this great venture capital that will make you want to jazz hands.
Oh,
That's-
my.
Yes. I rest my case.
You know, you've heard a lot of good candidates today, but my parents always told me, you know, it's just a day job. You know, you still have to have a life outside of work, doing things like, you know, reaching new heights and being emotionally hollow inside.
Of course.
Which
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like very important. You know, I don't want you know, my emotions to get in the way of the job because I am willing to do very dirty things to get the job done. I will do anything to get this done.
I will take jazz hands. I think you are a venture capitalist with style.
Good times in Tijuana. Who doesn't want that? You sold it with that.
Yeah, seriously. How to sell yourself. These are tips for everybody, internet, on how to get a job.
Is there anything else Anthony wants to say about the game or?
Oh yeah,
Process
Anthony,
or
you've
development
got a
or-
good like 5 minutes to steal people's hearts with your Funemployed
We can
game.
just show like card examples while he's talking.
Yeah.
Also a
we
little
can show
curious
cards.
about like what's next in the line of what he's doing.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
He
Yeah.
actually
Do you
has
have-
he actually
Next
has
project?
another
If
game.
you
Oh,
have
yeah?
new projects or
Yeah.
more things, you certainly
Sure.
anything you want to do.
So I was gonna put a link in the chat to where you can find out more about Funemployed, or you can buy it. If that's cool.
Yeah, actually, if you type !game, it should be in
Right
the
there, yeah.
list of board games right
It is.
there.
And it is a link to the Amazon, yeah.
And it's a link to the Amazon that you sent me, so they can grab that. But if you have like a studio link that you want to put in, so they can follow like future projects and stuff, I bet we found some people who definitely want to see more from you.
Sure, I'll send that then. Oh yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I mean, we came out with an expansion, but we're sold out of it. We're gonna hopefully remake it. It's a holiday themed one, so like Santa Claus is like a job basically, and as is like a bunch of other things. So that one's pretty fun.
Disgruntled
We've
retail
got
worker.
another game called Emergence Genesis, which is a comic book deck building game. So not deck building like Magic, but more like deck building like Ascension or Dominion.
Really cool.
Or Legendary. What else do we have? We're working on some other stuff, trying to figure out what to do. We're going to be at PAX. Not with Ad Magic and you guys, though, Raz. We're going to be there with another
What did I do?
group of
Just
people.
tell me. Just tell me what I did.
So I'll see you. I'll definitely see you there.
Do you have a parrot?
I have a dog
Oh, a dog.
who's a puppy
Oh,
that loves
so basically a
to
parrot.
bark a lot. So yes, kind of like a parrot, except
Yeah,
a lot more high maintenance than a parrot.
Probably
Actually, I don't know how high
cuter.
maintenance a parrot is.
probably cuter though.
All I know is my dog is very high maintenance.
Oh.
I could use the next 5 minutes talking about my dog, because I love my dog too.
Yeah, you can, this is your
why-
time, so do whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have any specific questions for me. I think the game comes with, I could say more, but the game comes with like 400 cards or so, printed by Ad Magic.
What
Which is the same
inspired-
thing, I believe. Re-Extinctions can be printed as,
Yep.
and a bunch of other games that are awesome that you guys should check out.
Where'd you get the idea in the first place, if you don't mind my asking? Like, what inspired you to make a game about employment?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the most exciting thing, right? the act of getting a job. So, like, you know, I was playing all these party games at the time, and they were all cool and everything, but, like, they lacked the idea, or the strongest idea of a broad appeal to a variety of different demographics, while also the idea of explaining yourself and selling yourself. So, like, like Snake Oil, for example, is a game where you sell a fictitious product as a fictitious person, and you can't really connect with that on an emotional level because it's not really about you. So I kind of just thought, what is the epitome of selling yourself and an idea? And it's a job interview. Like, that's what it is. Like, you're trying to sell yourself as hard as you can in order to get something you want. So we just made fun of it because job interviews are miserable, and having a fun satirical experience can, you know, alleviate things you don't like about job interviews, while also just getting to be a little bit silly and stepping into a role for 30 seconds. So all the things that I said this evening, I would never say, or never really could say on a job interview. But
So,
here it was,
yeah.
you know.
Don't bring
Funny
these
and awesome.
cards to a job interview. Is that what you're saying?
It might work
Well,
out.
funny you should mention that, because I heard that some companies are actually using Funemployed as a recruiting tool.
Oh, interesting.
So Google in the UK apparently uses Funemployed
That's
as
awesome.
a tool to get to know potential hires a little bit better.
Oh, interesting.
So
You heard it
that's
here.
Imagine they take out some cards.
Yes, probably.
Oh.
I can't
So
imagine the
Funemployed
erectile
really-
dysfunction one goes over well on the Google campus.
Probably not talking a lot about taking Google.
Yeah.
No.
So, you know, it's interesting because like where it could go next could be there as some sort of recruitment tool more than just a pure game. It could become a tool because it's really, I like to think of it as like a framework or a module for more than just one type of experience. It could definitely help people get better at talking. Absolutely. I think it's helping me get better at talking and improvising and BSing. So,
It makes a weird sort of
There's that
sense,
as well.
like the way you're describing, like, you know, the way that you really can connect with the gameplay. And it was funny, like, when I first heard about the game, I thought to myself, like, oh, I should get that, in part because I heard it was a fun game, but also, I'm so bad at job interviews. I was like, I should, like, I don't know, practice? I don't know. Like, it's
Yeah,
a game, but at the
exactly.
same time, I feel like it's sort of like a meditation on, like, sort of what it means to, like, sell yourself and what it means to, like, you know, participate in a job interview, and I don't know.
Have
Now
to come
you
up
know.
something positive on the spot.
Yeah.
And now you know it's all about jazz hands and trips to Tijuana.
Yeah, and you know, if you've got like, if you fail in this context, like you could prepare for a job interview for weeks or months and then fail. But if you fail in this context, it's in the span of 30 seconds. You just get to try again. It just lets you iterate on your process a lot faster
Like, nerves are a big
without
problem.
as much pressure.
And like this sort of like lightens the experience, so you can kind of deal with the same sort of situations, but in a way that, you know, is not like tense and not fraught with pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So that's it for the physical board game section. You ended it off in a awesome way. So
Yeah, thanks for the laughs.
yeah, this is a great game. We'd have game nights here at Game Assembly, and I imagine that this will definitely
Oh,
break
yeah.
out some fun times here. So we're not sending it back. You can't have it. It's ours.
You guys can have it. It's a gift to you. Thanks for having me.
It
Nice
was a
seeing you again,
pleasure.
Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll see you in Boston.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be there too. We can have some high
Oh,
fives.
awesome.
Everybody, come down to
Everybody,
Boston.
Boston, PAX time. Come to PAX. It's a good time for dibs. All right, have an awesome night, and thanks again for showing your game to us.
No problem. Have a great rest of the show.
Will do.
See you guys.
Toodles. Oh, how do I end this?
And thank you, Ben and Rez, though, for awesome games, too.
Yes, you guys are awesome. Thank you guys so much. A round of applause to everybody for playing video games that aren't video games because they're on a table.
Thank you so much for having the tabletop block
Yeah.
in this year.
I feel like it's important, and hopefully, maybe someday we'll have like a physical game super show all on its own.
That'd be cool.
So that'd be pretty fun. I get to